Will not come under starters orders. Number 4, Reach Out, has been withdrawn. There will be a rule notice to follow after this race. Number 4, Reach Out, has been withdrawn. The horse did not reach the start at the allotted time. So the starter now is about to climb the rostrum. Just the 3 of them now for the George and Leonora Sullivan Perpetual Handicap Hurdle. The flag is raised and they're off. They raced over 2 miles and 8 flights of hurdles in the George and Leonora Sullivan Perpetual Handicap Hurdle, and Red 4, who won the opening race of the Channel Islands season here by 16 lengths on Easter Monday, set off at a sedate pace to the top of the hill and around the turn towards the first of the 8 flights in the hands of Matty Batchelor. Red 4 leads Delmo in second with head bowed. He's racing 4 lengths off the leader as they cross over the first flight, and Amanda is over last of the trio, and she at the moment is around about 7 lengths of Red 4. So Red 4 begins to quicken as they go into the turn, which takes them down the back straight. They've got about a furlong before they reach flight number 2, and Matty Batchelor now pressing on a little on Red 4. She's gone clear by 6 lengths to Dalmo, a 5 times hurdling winner in England, making his Channel Islands debut today in second in the hands of Richard Hodson. Jumped that one pretty big. And back in third is Amanda, the 12-year-old mare who's already a mum. She's already foaled in the past, and back on the race course now, racing in 3rd position. So they've gone through the 1.5-mile start, a long run now before they cross over the first of 2 flights taken in the home straight. Red 4 out in front for English-based trainer George Baker, leads by around about 4 lengths now to Dalmo, now representing Carl Cook's yard in second. And then Amanda still last of 3, held up by Josh Burdett. So into the home straight, 1.25 miles to go, on towards flights 3 and 4, taken in quite quick succession. Red 4 still leads the way. Comes to this flight with the lead reduced to only about 3 lengths. Amanda moving up on the outside of Dalmo, who has come off the bit there, was just nudged away from that flight as they go now into the wings of flight number 4, and the trio beginning to bunch up. Red 4 still has the lead. Then Dalmo between horses, just being cajoled along by Richard Hodson, and towards the outside Amanda. It's going to be 3 deep as they go into the turn, now just drifting in to get the trail behind the other 2. So down the side of the course, Red 4 comes towards flight number 5. Jumped that one really well, really slick over that flight. Stole a length in the air from Dalmo in second, who you can tell has been chasing because he's been giving plenty of daylight to several of these smaller hurdles, and now he's more vigorously driven along by Richard Hodson in second place, but he's keeping tabs on Red 4. Indeed, he's closing up again now. He's got to within 2.5 lengths, but well, Richard Hodson is still squeezing, pushing and shouting in second. Matty Batchelor motionless on Red 4 at the head of affairs, and Red 4 now extends the lead again effortlessly to 3 lengths over Dalmo in second, and Amanda is now coming through to try and challenge once again for second, but well, the second and third horses continue to be driven. Matty Batchelor is just enjoying the view as he goes into that far turn with 3 furlongs to go. Red 4 out in front. Could be a question now of the dangers of the 2 flights in front of her rather than the 2 toiling rivals behind her. She's 20 clear now of Dalmo in second and Amanda in third. So they've made the turn in, and it is Red 4 and Matty Batchelor coming down towards the second last. They made every yard to this point as they come towards flight number 7. Red 4 shortened into it, hopped over it well enough. A long look over his shoulder from Matty Batchelor. He's just coasting along down towards the final flight. Dalmo's still just winning the battle for second. Red 4 is at the last. She had to try and put herself right there. She wasn't too impressive, just losing a bit of concentration. But she's a perfect 2 out of 2 this season here at Leland. And Red 4 has won for Matty Batchelor and George Baker. And it will go judge for second, very close between Delmo and Fernando. They're about to be called in. Flag is raised. Pearly Queen a little ahead of the others. And they're off. He's let them go, and Pearly Queen has got a flyer here. Stole 4 lengths at the start. Country Blue is in second, followed then by Brown Velvet in third as they go through the early stages. And Pearly Queen, although nicking the start, didn't press on, and Country Blue now establishes an advantage of 2 lengths. Cursurvey moving up between horses with Pearly Queen towards the inside, and then Chester's Little Gem, and then Spanish Bounty is towards the outside of Brown Velvet, and Frankie M is at the back now of what is a compact field as they race towards the final 3 furlongs. Last year's runner-up, Country Blue, has got a lead now of 2. Chester's Little Gem is in second. Pearly Queen, the pink colours, last year's winner on the inside, is in third. Cursurvey made a turn in fourth. Frankie M trying to stay on with Brown Velvet on the inside. Spanish Bounty is coming towards the grandstand side, but it's Country Blue is the one they've got to catch as they come inside the final furlong. Country Blue to Pearly Queen, who now tries to bag this favoured near side rail. Brown Velvet's over on the far side. Spanish Bounty is staying on. It's Pearly Queen, lived it like this near side rail, who's now just stuck a willing head in front. Pearly Queen wins the race for the second year running. Pearly Queen gets up to beat Country Blue. A repeat. Now making his way across to the rostrum, coming up to post time for our feature race of the day. The flag is raised. Walking in. And they're off for the 2015 Jersey Guineas, and it is Rossetti who breaks the line in front of Ben Ordenute, and then pushing up to the inside, Movement Never Lies. First Cat's racing in fourth, Eightfold is in fifth, the favourite on the inside is George Baker, followed in by Diamond Penny, Pardac Sean, and Hawaiian Freeze is last of the 9. They've got 7 furlongs to go in the Guineas, and it's Rossetti who's out in front. So Movement Never Lies towards the inside of Ben Ordenute, a break of 2.5 lengths back to First Cat, who makes the turn with 3/4 of a mile to go, racing in 4th position. A further 2 lengths to George Baker, the favourite, who is in 5th, Eightfold, and then Diamond Penny, who is followed by Pardac Sean, and slightly outpaced at the back of the field is Hawaiian Freeze. They go towards halfway, just under 5 furlongs to go. Rossetti now a contested lead. Ben Ordenute towards his outside. Movement Never Lies pushing up to the inside. First Cat, George Baker in a pocket looking for racing room. Eightfold makes a sweeping 4-wide move around the outside. These are followed then by Diamond Penny as they bunch up as they go into the dip. Pardac Sean is last but 1, and still Hawaiian Freeze is last, but he's no more than 5 lengths off the lead, which is now held by Movement Never Lies. Movement Never Lies and Mark Quinlan now go for home over Rossetti, and then to the outside is Ben Ordenute. First Cat spins very wide, then George Baker, the light blue, picking up to the inside. Pardac Sean has travelled really well into the race, and he's now cutting his way through the field. Just a furlong and a half to go. George Baker takes the lead over Pardac Sean. Movement Never Lies towards the far side. Hawaiian Freeze from a different parish, and they're inside the final half furlong, and it's George Baker over on the far side, repelling Pardac Sean. 100 yards to go, and it will be George Baker who takes the Jersey Guineas. George Baker beats Pardac Sean, who ran huge in second. A break then to Hawaiian Freeze in third, and in fourth was Movement Never Lies. They're about to be called in, the flag's raised, and they're off with 1.5 miles ahead of them, and Steely is the first away, 4-9 King Kenny, followed by the favourite Ancient Greaseback in fourth position. Passionate Affair, the one who's taking a very strong hold in the early stages, and Granite Man is the one who's been dropped right out the back of the field, and he at the moment is already 10 lengths behind any other runner, and 20 lengths nearly off the leader Steely as they make the turn towards the final mile and a quarter. And it's Steely out in front, leads King Kenny now just in second, 4-9 towards the inside of him. Ancient Greece, the light blue, then River de Nord towards his outside. Then the grey Aussie Lyrics, who's just creeping up on the inside of the leading group, just in advance of Passionate Affair, who took a very strong hold in the early stages. Off the bit and already being driven along is Informality, and in a different place at the moment is Granite Man. They're making the run passes with a circuit to go. It's Steely who has got the lead over 4-9 against the inside rail. King Kenny pushed out 3 deep, Ancient Greece between horses. Aussie Lyrics, the grey, getting close on the inside of Passionate Affair and River de Nord. And then the other two in their own private race at the back of the field are Granite Man and Informality. They're going towards halfway, 6 furlongs to go, and Steely still has the lead for Philip Prince as they make the turn. 4-9 creeping up to the inside rail. Between horses, then Matty Batchelor on Ancient Greece, and out a little bit wider the hoops of King Kenny. These are still the first 4. They're covered now by only 3 parts of a length, and it's King Kenny who's now moving up together with Ancient Greece. Steely is hanging on in there, and then 4-9 to the inside. 2.5 lengths away, Aussie Lyrics is racing now in 5th position and closing. Passionate Affair is being driven, so too is River de Nord. Granite Man has never been at the races, Informality's tailed off. They race down into the dip, they've got 3 furlongs to go, and it's treble seeking Matty Batchelor and Ancient Greece who's got the lead over King Kenny, a previous Jersey Derby winner, in second. Now the French import, Aussie Lyrics, begins to make his move under double seeking Freddie Ted as they make the turn. Steely is hanging on in there, they've got a quarter mile to go, and it's Ancient Greece who has the lead over Aussie Lyrics, who could be galloping all over him in second, but Ancient Greece is a willing foe, and on the inside he's finding as they race down towards the final furlong, but it is now Aussie Lyrics who has come through to take the lead over Ancient Greece in second. Steely is in third, followed by King Kenny. They've got a half furlong to go, and Aussie Lyrics is simply laughing at the opposition. Aussie Lyrics makes a very impressive debut in the Channel Islands and beats Ancient Greece. Steely stayed on resolutely for third, and they were followed home by King Kenny, 4-9, and the others at long intervals. Jersey Derby Day on Sunday the 26th of July. Full details on page 13 of today's race. Now they are about to be called in, flag raised, and they're off for the Handicap. They race over a mile and a furlong towards the inside. Lady Petrus was the first away, grey panel, and then towards the outside, Light Little Lady. The all red on the inside is Carrera. These then being followed by Lucifer's Shadow, and at the back of the field is Rebel Woman. They come towards the top of the course, and it is Lady Petrus who has got the lead over Grey Panel. The Easter Monday winner racing in second. Carrera towards the inside in a pocket, then around the outside, Light Little Lady. Lucifer's Shadow is the second of the greys, and still last of all is Rebel Woman. They make the run down the hill towards the final 3/4 of a mile, and still Lady Petrus and Philip Prince have got the lead over Grey Panel, racing in second. Live Little Lady around there outside in a close third. Carrera going the shortest way now, being joined by Lucifer's Shadow, and as they go 3 by 3 down the back straight, Now Rebel Woman tries to make a move towards the wide outside. They're very tightly grouped indeed as they race now towards the final half mile, and it will be a new leader. It is now Lively Little Lady who goes on with a half mile to go to grey panel in second. Lady Petrus already begins to beat a retreat, and as she dropped back, Carrera was caught on the heels. So now they make the run down inside the final 3 furlongs. Grey panel now puts his grey head in front of Lively Little Lady. Lucifer's Shadow now begins to stalk menacingly in a closing third. Carrera's now coming under a ride in fourth. Rebel Woman, and then last of all Lady Petrus. They've got a quarter mile to go, and it's Grey Panel who's out in front. Carrera has the seam on the inside rail. Lucifer's Shadow towards the near side is travelling really powerfully as they race on towards the final furlong. It's Matty Bachelor and Lucifer's Shadow who claim the lead. Carrera's fighting back for Mark Quinlan against the far side, but it is Lucifer's Shadow who just has the lead. Carrera won't go away. Then Grey Panel, 100 yards to go. Lucifer's Shadow, 3 on the day for Matty Bachelor. Lucifer's Shadow being Carrera. Then the rally, Lady Petrus rallied up the hill to get third. Grey Panel drop back to fourth.